Why was I not chosen?
Please stand back, my lord. I, Nioh Masatoyo, shall crush any who oppose you! A talent like yours can see you as one of the 4 vassals, or even a vice-general. 'Tis a pity, truly.
I, the master of tactical retreat, will not lose again so easily. You resist even my fistest of blows. Well done.
Let me remind you as to why I am called a demon! I cannot die. Not yet, my lord. Yamagata, turn you into fodder for the field!
Behold the power of Takeminakata, the immortal banner of Turin-Katan, will fly once again. Exceptional. You will undoubtedly succeed in becoming the country's salvation.
What's going on, guys? Openhand here. So I figured I would quickly go over some of the changes that I've made for my build. If you're not familiar with it, I will link the video that I made, I think last week, in the description. That way you can get a real deep dive into what the idea of the build is. But very quickly, it's a dual sword build, primarily using low stance. And I'm basically using heavy attacks, like this. And I'm linking heavy attacks with this martial art. Once I get arts proficiency, to basically just have, do tons of damage to do a lot of arts proficiency and heal with my heavy attacks. If you're not familiar, I got a ton of life and read absorption on here, and I also have the gain and read on strong attack. So the idea was, since low stance dual swords attacks 4 times, every time you hit triangle, you will get 12 orbs to proc off an enemy, which will heal you for a ton. So that was kind of the idea. I can just go ahead and show you real quick. Just for those that are not familiar. Basically, it's this until I get arts proficiency. And then I will... And just like... So that's kind of the idea of the build. But I don't really want to get into another like 30-minute video. Go watch my other video if you want some more explanation on that. But I just want to quickly go ahead and show you guys some of the changes that I've made. I'm going to try to kind of speed through this. So I decided to go for Grace the Inari here. And the reason is, which is kind of crazy, and I didn't even really know it till like a couple days ago, the elemental weapon damage thing on here. So basically the way that this works is if you have a buff on your weapon, you will benefit from this damage, like a raw 28% increased damage. If you read it, increases the damage dealt when using a weapon imbued with an element. That's not just the elemental effect. That is like literally your weapon damage. So this is kind of like a sleeper set, I think. Not a lot of people know about this, but you can basically end up with 28 damage if you imbue your weapon, or 28% more damage if you imbue your weapon. So I decided to go with the 7-piece on that. I also decided to go for the 2-piece on the single sword Reverie here, which gives me healing on Arts Proficiency attack for a little more survivability and some strong attack damage, quite a bit actually, strong attack damage. And the reason that the Arts Proficiency healings now is relatively important is because I decided to drop quite a bit of the Amrita absorption. I still have 50, but it's quite a bit less than what I was getting before. But this just helps a little bit more with survivability, and it has a really big strong attack for the 3-piece there. So since I'm using strong attack and martial arts, this was just too good to pass up in my opinion. And then I'm also using the Brave Demon Hunter's Gauntlets and Greaves here for the increased 15% martial arts damage. And like I said earlier, the Grace Minari. Another change that I've made is with the blessings. Now this is a big one that I don't think a lot of people know about. There is a blessing you can get here, if I can actually go to the blessings, called a Warrior's Honor, and this increases your damage so much. And basically what it does, I don't even know if I can show it. Yeah, it's not letting me. Basically what it says, increases your damage, but you take more damage if you get hit in the back, basically. Which doesn't really matter because you're very rarely ever going to get hit in the back. But try this skill out if you haven't tried it, because this increases your damage a ton. So I think those are really the only a couple updates here that I just wanted to share. It's boosted my DPS massively. I also decided to actually change out, I guess I'll talk about this real quick. Decided to change out Hellfire for Hellgust here with the Demon Obsessions Soul Core here. And you can kind of see the Soul Core was I'm using here in spells. Like I said, I'll just quickly go over this stuff real quick. Using my stats, tons of skill for increased arts proficiency, a lot of intellect to try to keep that buff duration up. What else? Skills real quick. These are the skills I'm using. Let's quickly go through these. Awakening, very important to get this one so you can buff quicker. And same right here. Very quickly, I will just go through these. But yeah, I think that's it. I just, again, really quickly just wanted to do this. And again, if you want to watch a more in-depth guide on the build, watch my other video. And yeah, thanks for watching.